Okay, one more time. Okay, so we have to wait for the people back on YouTube and see if they can hear us.
Listen.
Yeah, we
Hold
need
on,
to
girl. Hold
see
on.
what's happening.
Nothing.
Hmm. Well, yeah, this is
Nothing.
how I go.
Um.
This is how I go.
So Instagram.
It's on. You got everybody
We.
still there.
Yeah. Well, I don't have one people coming in and out.
So what we may have to do, let's just go ahead. Okay, let us know if you can hear us.
Can
Please do this.
you
Can you hear us?
hear
Ah, they
us?
left. Somebody came in and out, so they were just trying to see what's happening.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Can you
Are we
hear us?
good?
Give us a thumbs up. Can you hear us? Testing, testing. 1, 2. Can you hear us?
I know Instagram like what?
Yeah. So we got to.
Okay,
We need.
sure.
I guess if it doesn't work this time, we got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can't keep
Hello.
them waiting because they took their time out. Let us know if you can hear us. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Let us know on YouTube if you can hear us. Please let us know if you can hear us. Let us know if you can hear us on YouTube.
On YouTube or Instagram? Sheree said it's not playing for her on YouTube.
Wow.
This, I honestly feel like we just need to go on Facebook. But that's just me.
Okay, so yeah, want to try?
I've been saying that. Let's.
No, I mean, but we had to. Okay. So let's do it.
Girl.
We finna do it.
In stream.
No, let me use it. We on Facebook.
Okay, Sheree said she can hear us on YouTube.
Oh,
okay.
You can hear us. What? She sure? Okay. All right. All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you on speaker, Sheree.
All right, so let's go ahead and get it started, y'all.
Yeah,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, Sheree, we're on YouTube. If you can turn us down on your computer, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. For the people on YouTube, I think you can hear us. Let us know if you can hear us. If y'all can hear us, okay.
All right, Sharia.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So beautiful people. Sorry that took so long. I have a really, really, really special person here with us today. Her name is Sharia. She went to Western Kentucky. She ran track. You know, she's just a bomb.com. She has her own business. And so we were talking and I invited her on the show and I was like, we want you to tell us your story. We're going to have an open dialogue and we're going to chat. We're going to talk about girl stuff. We're going to talk about family stuff. So guys, welcome Miss Sharia.
Hey.
Hello. Okay, so give us a little backstory.
And take your time.
Take your time about your family, where it got you today, and then we're gonna dive into some stuff. So go ahead.
Okay. I was raised in a single parent household, mainly by my mother and my grandmother. My mom was a true job. She always had 2 jobs, and I was always under my grandmother's wing. I never really had that big family tree that I could rely on, that village, you know, the aunties and the uncles, the cousins. It was pretty much just us. I was the only kid until I was 11. My dad, I knew who he was. I know who he is. My mom never had anything bad to say about him. He was just never in the picture. It wasn't until I was older that I kind of learned that part, and that is like a whole nother story within itself. But yeah, he just wasn't there, and it wasn't by force. It wasn't like my mom ran him off intentionally. Anyway, he had that option to be in my life, but just wasn't very proactive about being involved. And him living in Maryland and I'm in Kentucky, that didn't help a lot either. So that was pretty much my dynamic. I didn't have uncles or brothers or any kind of male figures that I could really rely on until I started playing sports, and then I had the coaches. And that's where the power figures started coming up. The guys in my neighborhood wasn't so to speak, a father figure. They were kind of protective of me, the street guys. So, I hope those kind of people took near and dear to my heart too, because no matter what path they chose, they still have a heart. So
that's right.
That's important.
A lot of them they do have big hearts. They just took the wrong path. Yeah.
So
those are pretty much the men that were involved in my life: the street guys, and then there was the coaches.
Got you. So is there anything that you want to tell fathers that are not being proactive in their daughter's life? Like, just give them your, kind of like, not your day to day, but just, give them the short term, the long term, and, what you wish you could see differently, as a whole, if that makes sense.
I definitely encourage fathers to never stop fighting to be in your children's life, because no matter whose fault it was, that child will grow up to learn each parent's side and make a decision for themselves.
No doubt.
And, that relationship can always be mended, even if you did lose time. But don't allow yourself to lose time because you don't make an effort. Because in between that time you're not in the picture, there are struggles that we face every day that could have been a simple conversation with a dad. Buying the right car, picking the right prom date, getting my oil changed,
Right.
It's the details, the fine things that having a father really make an impact on. Like, my daddy was around telling me enough that I'm beautiful and that I'm enough, and I probably wouldn't fail from so many suckers. Like, those kind words these guys are saying wouldn't hold so much weight if I had my dad around to always instill in me, I know this already without that validation from a guy. So,
right.
It's the details. It's the small things. It's not even just like the whole, I don't know, it's the details, the small things, even the decisions of how to, I can't even explain when I say the details, the small things.
Yeah, no, I completely
matter.
I completely get it. I think that's important for people to actually hear from someone, that's living it every day. So yeah. Do you think more girls identify with that, or you just think they're numb? Like, how do you think is it helping or hurting?
I have personally grown numb from my own scenarios, and there are various scenarios with various people who don't have their fathers in their lives, whether it's someone beating their mom or if the dad was on drugs. Like, different people hold different types of either resentment or whatever the case may be with their dad. I personally, I can publicly say this because I say this to my friends. I say this to strangers. I don't say too much of anything I can't repeat. I feel like Tupac when he said, what do you say, my heart would let me feel for a stranger or something like that, when he was like, his dad passed away, he couldn't cry. I think I feel the same way, especially enduring some of the things that I have endured that was the cost of my father.
Right.
I don't even like honestly calling him that, to be honest.
So
what I would call him would probably be inappropriate for this, but I don't like.
So what do you think that? What do you not having a father? What do you think the biggest deficit is between not having a father? Do you think it's like you're dating, the small details in life? What's something that's big when you think that if your dad was there, it would fill that void in a big way?
Number one, dating, and number two, finances.
There you go.
Probably wouldn't made half of the stupid financial decisions I've made.
Right.
If he had been in the picture to help negotiate or read fine lines, but not let me be taken advantage of, or
guidance, coaching, counseling,
overcompensate, you know. That is definitely dating, because everything was trial and error for me. My mama wasn't necessarily telling me how to keep a man, but she was telling me that I didn't have to have a man. And at the time, as a kid, I wasn't thinking about having a man. I did, okay, I can do this. I can work. I can get it on my own. Now I pretty much obtained what I want to achieve. I done went to college. I got 2 degrees. I got a good job. Now the missing piece is the man, and now I don't know if it's because of me.
So tell us this.
These guys.
So
I'm still trying to
because
figure that out.
so because you had that deficit with your dad not being in your life, what are some things that you see other young ladies going through on a major scale? What are some similarities between you and some other young ladies that didn't have a father? What's some big things you see?
The poor choice in me, and it's kind of like we saw the flag, but we still chose to endure it and deal with it and make excuses for it and not know when to cut it off and let it go because you don't know if it's going to come around again. Like, you don't know what is too much and what is, you know how they say fight for what you want, but how do I, where's the cutoff? Like, what am I supposed to tolerate?
When to do what? The hardest part about making a decision is deciding what to decide.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
No doubt. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So just give us, when did you realize that you were missing that piece, if you could remember? Like it may.
When I finally, I realized I was missing him. I was missing that piece. Probably when I gained my own confidence through my own, hard work and coping and adapting. Like, I was insecure for the longest. It took me to go to college, and I don't know what it was about college, but it was definitely college that I gained all the confidence in the world. But that was also the part where I realized, like, if he had been there through my adolescence, I wouldn't have probably felt half of the things I felt, because half of the stuff I'm thinking was irrelevant and stupid and don't even matter, and it had no weight. But it was just me putting all this pressure on myself, because I'm not getting that attention from who I need to get it from.
Right.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
the people that I'm expecting to validate it aren't even, they're temporary people. So they could have been a temporary feeling, as opposed to my dad always telling me, letting me know that I'm smart, I'm enough, I'm pretty. So it was college where I realized if he had been there earlier, then I would have probably would have been hell on wheels a long time ago. So probably a good thing that he didn't bruise my head up. I would have been in trouble right now.
Right.
Couldn't tell me nothing.
Right. Okay. So do you still talk to your coaches now that had like a really big impact in your sports life? You still keep in contact with them?
Social media. I don't have a coach that I had a bond. You see, only my basketball coach was the one, my high school basketball coach from middle school through high school. He was the only one that I can say was more of a father figure. Not saying that other coaches weren't good coaches, but he actually went out of his way. He went to my little league basketball games, and he saw something in me and coming to my house and asking my mama to make sure I go to this school. He's going to make sure I get education, blah, blah, blah. And he really did genuinely care about us as a team. And I mean, he was in our business. He knew what guys we were talking to, what was going on. And I never had nobody else outside of him actually go that, get that involved with my life. I mean, I had track coaches and basketball coaches. No, not other basketball coaches, but soccer coaches. But he was really involved. He really cared. So to answer that, yeah and no, because it's just social media. It's not outside of social media.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, who would you say will be a good example of what you would call a good father? Like, it could be a celebrity, it could be somebody you know, it could be one of your coaches, it could be one of the street dudes. Who would you say would have been a good father for you? What do you see?
A good father, this is tough because with so many. Okay, I'll say this person. It's one of my. Dang, I don't know if it's gonna get touchy though. This because. Okay, let's separate the relationship from the marriage. Let's separate the marriage from the parenting. There's a particular guy that was my best friend's dad, and he was a great father because he didn't miss a beat to me.
Okay.
He sacrificed everything for his son, and I mean, he ended up divorced after they both graduated high school. So I guess, in a sense, that kind of makes things better as opposed to it being while they were in high school and young and adolescent. You know, it's a confusing time to go through school and growing up at a time like that. But overall, he was a great example of a father figure. He could. It wasn't anything I didn't see him do. I mean, I never saw him argue with his wife, and that's why it blew my mind that they got divorced because I never saw them in a conflict. So I admire them for doing that peacefully and part ways peacefully because I didn't see it coming. It broke my heart. Like, it was my dad. And I do look at him like he's my dad. He talked me out of some dumb decisions. Yeah, he had to sit down with me and gave me reality checks. So, Big Rick, if you're watching this or looking at this, I'm talking about you, and you already know that.
So you say now this is your father's friend, right?
No, this is my best friend's dad.
Oh, your best friend's dad.
Got you.
One of my male best friends. Dad.
There you go. So you had a closer look at him and their relationship.
Yeah, I lived in their household. I mean, that's how welcoming their family was. Like, I was going through a tough time. They allowed me to stay there for 6 months. So I was seeing this whole family dynamic for 6 months. And he's cooking every day. He built their house. And
kudos to that family.
Yeah, he built
it's like a real life Huxtable family.
Yeah, so like, it was like nothing to me that he couldn't do. And he taught me, like I said, he kept me from quitting college. I almost quit college. I almost moved across the U.S. just because he talked me out of that because that was definitely going to be a dumb decision. So I have to, my best friend.
What type of young men would you say you are attracted to?
I have a category for the guys that I tend to be attracted to, but it's not limited to. It's just I somehow just always gravitate towards the refined thugs. So it's the ones that used to be in the streets, but they're not in the streets because they're trying to do the right thing, but
they still in the streets.
No, if they need to get back out there, if things don't work out, they gon',
they still in the streets. I got you.
I get it. I don't condone it. Yeah, I don't think folks get in the streets.
Yeah. I get it. So I have this question. So when you saw your best friend's dad, did y'all ever have any like deep conversations? Did you ever ask him, moving forward, how do I need to operate? Did he ever sit you down and say, hey, this is what a real man looks like? So did y'all ever have that conversation, or he was just moving by example? Does that make sense?
He was just moving by example. He would tell me ways for me to, progress, but not necessarily the way, the type of man I should have, or judged the guy I was dating at the time. He kind of just let me find my way. And if I came to him because he still understood the fact that he wasn't my dad. So I guess that had a lot to do with why it didn't go to that extent. But I'm pretty sure if I had him, he would have definitely shared that with me.
Mm-hmm.
My stepdad, Lord rest his soul, rest in peace, he always told me what I didn't need, but didn't tell me how to keep a guy. Nobody told me how to keep a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody told me what I didn't need and
there
what I'm capable of, but nobody has told me what to guy. Like, not even my female people in my life. Not my grandma, not my mama, not my aunties, not nobody had those conversations. Everybody was raised Miss Independent, and now look at me, Miss Super Independent, and sometimes struggle because I want to be Miss Independent.
So tell the people the result of that environment. Like, you know, because like our generation, we're so gung-ho on education. Like, girl, sis, go get the degree. Yeah, sis, go get that degree. But like, you might miss your husband. Like, because you're so focused on these degrees, you know. So just tell the people like what you see you've missed out on, you know, like you said, the small details. Like, you know.
I will say I was that person in college. Don't talk to me about no kids. Don't talk to me about no settling down, because I can't promise you I'm gonna still be in this spot 2-3 years from now. Maybe not even next month. I'm gonna go. I will say if somebody is dedicating their time and showing you and being consistent in whatever they're showing you that's worth even having your time, then you know, don't push it away, because that person obviously cares enough to even grow with you, to contribute to whatever you're trying to do anyway. So, if they're pouring into you and investing in you and consistent, that's the thing, being consistent. Everybody loves the ideas and loves to have the conversation, but then when it's time for the action part, they're going to stay up with me or be okay with me staying up all night to do my homework, and I ain't gonna be able to talk to you tonight, but you're gonna keep calling me, keep checking on me. Like, are you gonna invest into this clothing line that I'm telling you I'm trying to push? Are you gonna buy a shirt? Are you gonna, you know, buy the ink? So if they're pouring into you and investing in you, that's somebody worth their time. But if they're picking and choosing when it's convenient for them, then no. I mean, waste your time.
There you go. Okay. What do you have? This is my last bit. I don't know if my dad has any questions. If you could summarize, you know, like, you know, I'm trying to give you a prompt in a few sentences. What would you tell daughters that don't have their dads? Like, how should they operate? Should they try to connect with him? You know, how should they move forward when they know that they don't have that in their life?
I would encourage them to, I would encourage a girl that doesn't have their father in their life and does have that desire to have him in her life to reach out and hold the conversation, ask the questions, ask all the questions, the ones you're afraid to ask, the ones that, you know, you've been wondering your entire life. Ask them, get the answers, and see what their response is, because you'd be surprised at some of the stories the dads have about your mom, and it'll blow your mind, because
girl, don't we all know it? Girl, don't we all know it?
You didn't know mama was cutting up like this. Like, I can get really super deep, you know, like on what I learned about the other side, about his opinion of it.
So what you're saying is y'all had that conversation?
I had part of the conversation I needed to have.
Okay.
The next part of our conversation would need to be him admitting and confessing his part of it, because I know what I know.
Right.
He's in denial about it.
Right. So
once he can confess and speak on it, maybe he can heal. I don't know what it'll do for him. I don't know to see how he sleep at night for what I'm talking about him in particular, because So you just needed him to tell you, I messed up, I'm trying to move forward. Yeah, but at this point, because he's waited so late and long, now I almost don't care. But what I'm talking about, him needing to admit and confess and, you know, own up to and be responsible for, you know, if this, with him not doing that, it makes he's painting the picture that I'm a particular because he refused to be responsible for his actions.
Be accountable for what he did. Yeah,
look like the rebel in everybody else's eyes, but I am being rebellious because you refuse to do your part of the deal.
That's deep.
So
yeah, people. Yeah.
So
and I would just coming from a daughter that has, because this is a building relationship. It's not
complete.
Not all peaches and cream.
Not at all.
I would just encourage for your conscience and for your lineage, it's just you might have to go the extra mile.
Yes.
Because he might, we talked about trauma earlier. He might have some trauma and he might not even know how to connect, so you might be the link in the chain that literally can change everything, So even if it's you texting him every other day, hey dad, hi dad, just something, even if you got to insert yourself in his life, hello, so that you're conscious when you do have kids, you can say, okay, I did my part, because I don't want you to harbor those feelings when you bring your little ones into the world and then you find your husband.
Right.
So I don't, those feelings can get real. Because I know, we've both been in situations to where there was a deeper issue than what the issue was.
Yeah.
Right? Because you could have been talking to a dude and you got mad at him for leaving the toilet seat up. Let's just be, and then, but you might have really been upset that your dad didn't do that in the house or your dad didn't do that when you were around, it could be so.
Well, can I give a plot twist?
Yeah, go ahead. Plot twist.
I've already made up my mind that he would never be alone with my children or see them for a long period of time and be very limited. I also reached out to him my freshman year in college and my mom, and I randomly told them I forgive them.
There you go.
I went to a church service one day and they said, reach out to people that have hurt you and just tell them you forgive them, but you gotta mean it. And I felt good that day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna tell them and just despite all this shenanigans that's been going on, I'm gonna tell them I forgive them. So I feel like when I did that then, that was me doing my part and moving forward with my life. Because the plot twist part is, and this isn't no secret to my close friends and my close relatives, it's not a secret at all. And I've already told them I plan to write a book. He knows it. My mom knows it. Everybody knows it. The man molested me. So I can never have the relationship with him that I desire to have ever in my life.
Listen.
Ever. That
changes.
Yeah, everything.
The entire dynamic.
Everything.
That, sis,
that's a whole. No
words. I know. I totally get it.
I can't even begin to express how strong you are, because I didn't know that. I did not know that. But now when I see you operate,
I thought I told you.
No. Because I would have remembered that, sis. I would have, trust me. You are so much stronger than you think you are. Like the fact that you're even talking about this. Thank you for sharing.
And then talking to him.
Yeah. The fact that you can even call him your whatever to you, I think that's really big for you. I think,
Yeah, I'm very transparent about it. I've always found myself walking into that conversation and somebody be like, that happened to me too, and you don't look like you've been through that, and that doesn't have a look. It doesn't have a look at all.
It doesn't.
That's a whole other conversation within itself with the Black family. Like, I'm not speaking to them. I'm not being quiet about it. That's what's been going on for too long anyway. So I'm going to talk about it when it's necessary to talk about it. I don't talk about it for a pity party. And that's what baffled me. That's what baffled me with men, because I share all these things. I'm very transparent. To turn around and do something to, that was unnecessary, it blows my mind, because I'm like, I'm trusting you. The only person that I was supposed to have in this world that I could rely on let me down when I was 11 years old. Like, I can't help. I was dealt this hand, and that's why I feel like I don't know what my outcome would be with a man. I don't know what the future holds. I'm hopeful and try to do my part. I've been to therapy. I've talked to counselors. Like, I think I'm okay. I know I have my flaws, but I think I'm okay. I know I'm okay. Like, I can work through adversity for sure and cope well. Because I could have been anything but a child of God after that happened.
Absolutely. And you went on to college. You got 2 degrees. You are thriving. You are good. Like, you are good. You're a good person. You know.
I moved to Nashville by myself, Lord. It was so hard. This rent is not cheap.
Not at all,
girl.
This ain't a good spot for cheap. No, this ain't what it is,
girl. This ain't what
Nashville ain't what you want.
The 34% increased property tax.
Girl.
What?
Let me get started with Nashville.
Hey, so okay, so now I have a question. So now that you introduced that, and like again, thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Peace, prayers, and blessings to you.
People on YouTube Sheree is saying awesome conversation. So they're.
I can see it on the side.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
and
cool.
Y'all type in some questions if you have some questions for the sister.
Let her know.
So, but I want to know. Okay, so because for me, my biggest fear when I held both of my daughters was that they never get touched improperly. That was my hugest fear. Not that they go hungry, not that I didn't have a job, not that they didn't love me. I didn't want nobody to improperly touch my daughter. And for that to happen from the father, I see my mind.
Yeah, you can't even.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to process that because with my daughters,
I call them sick every day. I'm like, I won't know doing drugs. Like, it'll never be anything to make it okay. But I'm like, number one, I'm your only child. Not that if you had 10 or 5, 15, make the situation better. But I'm like, I'm your baby girl, and like, I'm with you to try to have a relationship with you, and this is what you do, like, and then to know that he calls himself like a man of God. He has all these credentials. I mean, his LinkedIn credentials profile is, I mean, if somebody knows him and knows me, they could easily say, the new from XPL, the one that wants to be hood but to have a good life, if they base it off my dad, because he's living his best life.
Yeah.
And it's baffling to me that he's living his best life, and meanwhile I grew up in the hood struggling. He wasn't around, and then the one time I go visit him, this is what happens, and I didn't say nothing for the longest because I didn't think nobody would believe me. My own dad.
What was your question?
Believe that.
Well, that was my
statement. For the longest. So that guy that I told y'all about, that's like a great father figure, I told him, and that's when a lot of the whole talking me out of crazy decisions took place, because he knew I was doing things to like fill a void or to get something. I was trying to get instant gratification. I'm trying to make money quick, or I'm trying to. He knew the intent behind the drastic, crazy decisions I was about to make.
Got you. So my dad has a question.
Okay, so if he and others that were closely involved in you when you were coming up as a child, if they told you that what really happened, when you say admitted it, if they admitted what happened, how would that affect you? How would that make it better or worse in your life? How would that impact you?
Can you repeat that for me? I don't know if I understood.
If him and the other people who were closely involved admitted what happened, how would that affect you?
It would bring peace in my heart that he knows it was him and it's his fault that I've gone through what I've gone through. But because now that he kind of makes me look like I'm the rebellious person, and I hold on to, I harbor feelings and blah blah blah. Like, if I could show the thread, I mean, he's so good with his work, so manipulative, so good. He studies psychology, that's even worse. So him admitting that would be like a huge, you must be on your last days or something. I don't know, because it would just make me proud to know he finally admitted it. It wouldn't change anything, because I can't hug him. I don't know how he looked at me. Like, it was weird. Like, I would never.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Absolutely.
He even came to my college graduation then, and I feel like that says a lot about me, because I still allowed him to be in my presence.
This is very true.
Right. It's huge.
Hard.
Kudos to you.
Huge.
Kudos to you. And I can't even say what I would do. I can't even fathom.
I would be lying if I said I did not have probably some crazy thoughts sometimes about him, like what I would do, like what I could do. And I don't think I'll go through it. I literally have to be attacked by him for me to be violent towards him. I would never just wake up one day and go on a vendetta.
At least you have done.
It has crossed my mind.
Of course,
like,
you're human. You're human. At least you're doing the work for yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's huge.
You're doing the work for yourself. It's not for him. You're doing the work for yourself. And that's huge. Because a lot of people are phonies out here. Like, they out here preaching something that they not living by every day. So that is.
I will say my family knows really well. They know very clear. They are very clear about the fact that when I say I will take matters into my own hands if a child ever approaches me and tells me that they have been harmed in that way, because I can't just call the police. I'm gonna call them after the fact.
Right. So I have a question. When you told the guys in your life, how did they react?
Most of them be like, I don't want to beat them because I don't want to fight them. Like, they automatically never like me. Right. Okay. They be like, hey, if I see your daddy, I'm probably like, they always have evil feelings towards him when I tell them the story.
Good.
And I would hope that my man would care enough to.
And if he doesn't, he's not your man. We talked about this earlier. Goodbye.
Right.
Goodbye. Do you have questions for my dad? Do you have some questions? Because we have a couple of fathers on YouTube right now.
No doubt.
So, and they have daughters. So,
and I know them well.
Yeah. So if you have any questions for them, you can ask. If you got any questions for me, you can ask.
KFCO, let me know you there.
Is there like some sort of common denominator amongst all men when the question is asked, what keeps a man around? Like, I know there are certain things. I got this. Like the physical touch part of it, I know I get that, but like, is there a common denominator? What is it? Is it just? It can't be just sex. I know it's not just sex. Like, right? Is it just having something going for yourself? What is it?
Okay, so
that's a good question.
What keeps us around is, first of all, you have to understand this. There are titles, like levels. Like you have, you got bachelor's or master's? What do you have?
I have a master's.
Okay, a master's degree is higher than a bachelor's degree. Okay, that's a position. It's a title. It's an elevation level. Okay, it's elevated from a bachelor to a master's. A man is a mental, spiritual, physical, and mental responsibility. All right. So a man would never touch his daughter. That was not a man. He is not mentally in the place where he needs to be. The last thing I ever wanted, if it's up to me, my daughters would be married and still be virgins. If it's up to that. Okay. So the last person I want touching my daughters is going to definitely be me. So a man did not do that to you. So you have to understand that a man is a title. It's not an age. Okay. And you have to acquire that position. So what happened to you, I like to explain thoroughly what a man is. And that wasn't a man that did that to you. So you have to understand you have a boy, you have a young man, and a mature man. Those are levels like degrees. And you can't say you are a PhD holder with a master's degree. You can't say you're a college graduate with a high school diploma. It is not the same. But in our culture, what we do is we prescribe and ascribe this position and title to people over 18. And that is not what it is. Because I have went through things and I have elevated to a mature man status. So I can explain a lot. I just want to go into that and touch on that to you for most of the fathers. So my information comes from the barbershop. I'm speaking to thousands of men in 3 different states. So what happened to you, that was not a man. So we need to be clear for the young ladies who have went through that, peace, prayers, and blessings to them for that. But there is a difference, and it is not the same. What we'll do is, she asked that question, fellas, what keeps us around? What keeps us around? And I want y'all to help me with this. Once you have a child, it's an extension of yourself. If you love you, you must love your child. When a male does not embrace his child, he is not yet to embrace himself, because you can't get one without the other. You can't get somebody that's in tune with himself and then embrace his child. And then you can't get somebody who can embrace their child but don't embrace themselves. So that is the biggest piece to that puzzle. So what keeps us around will be that child, because it's an extension of you. And if you love you, you love the child. That's it.
Amen.
Yes, ma'am. So fellas, I want y'all to help with that, because she asked that question, because y'all may have another way to view and look at that. And I want to get some help on that if I can.
You two,
So,
you have just outdone yourself.
What happened?
I mean, Instagram.
Oh yeah, we haven't. Yeah, we never had that.
Like when I go through things, I'm like, is it me because what I lack from?
I don't even think it's safe.
Father figure.
Wait, is what you is what you is what you?
The failure of a relationship. I tend to go back and forth. Okay, the me and him, the both of us is equally. I always struggle with the root of it, because I'm like, keep getting the same result. Can't keep blaming,
right.
the person.
Right.
So
I question myself a lot.
So herein lies the problem for both of us in both sexes, the male and female species. You thinking like a woman, and you should, because you are a woman. But when you try to get to the core of a man, you must understand his nature. Okay. So just like if I use this analogy all the time, if you are a snake handler, the reason they don't get bit by snakes often is because they understand the nature of the snake. The reason people can hunt crocodiles is because they understand the nature of the crocodile. So if you want to be with a man, you have to understand the nature of a man. That doesn't mean that you are not a woman when you understand his core nature. It just means you are just studying him and you're giving him what he needs so you can operate within that situation. Okay. So when you walk up on it and you say, well, I think this and I think that, and it's me, me, and mine, you're thinking like a woman, and you're going to be disconnected from the man. So if I walked up to you and I, college campus, I see you, I'm attracted to you, then I try to talk to you, but I'm thinking like a man. And I say, well, yeah, I just need to dominate her. I need to take advantage of her. She need to do what I say, and that's it. How well will that work out? That was right. That's the question. Yeah. So it won't work. So it's the same thing with you. When you walk up to the man saying, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, you have to get with the core nature of the man, just like he got to get with the core nature of you. And that's how you guys operate together. It's like a seesaw. You complement, you do not compete. So a lot of times we compete in our relationships instead of complementing. And it's not about power and control and govern. It's that you govern instead of rule. A man is not an evil dictator. He's supposed to sit down with you. Y'all come up with some rules and y'all agree together. So as far as keeping us around, and as far as making bad decisions with guys, you have to first know what a man is. So if you came to me, you say, Mr. Graham, you say, I need transportation for work. So I used to have a car dealership. Okay. So when you ask me for a transportation to get to work, I'm going to take a yacht and I'm going to put it up in front of your house and I'm going to put it on your front yard. How's that going to work out for you? Exactly. Right. So, but I gave you what you asked me for. So you must be specific and you need to know what it is you're looking for, how it operates, how's it going to function for you, and is that something that you need right now for the situation that you're asking me for? So that's the same thing with a young man or a man. You have to know what level you on, because a man and a mature man, we're going to be viewing you differently. Women think that it's about what they think and feel. And you have to understand that I have some demands, I have some concerns, I got a situation, and I also have some things that I need for me. So when you make it, when you're making that selection, you first have to know what it is that you're looking for. And when you see it, do you know it when you see it? Because just because he's 18 and 6 feet tall, I have an excerpt on the Clipperdome Chronicles YouTube page. It's called the Triple Sixes. The 666 mean to be 6 feet tall. He got a 6-pack and makes 6 figures. That 666 can be your devil. Okay. So understand, just because he 18 with those attributes or older, that don't make him your ideal man. So you need to know if it's the most beautiful yacht can't get you to work. Okay, but that don't mean it's not a beautiful yacht. It just means it ain't gonna work for you. So yeah, we got to put that in perspective. So we're gonna be doing a lot more talking. This I guarantee you. If I gotta hunt you down with Iman, and
I
we
told
gonna come
her,
get you.
I enjoyed talking to you from the moment I met you
at the holiday party.
Yeah. Okay.
So like I told Sharia earlier, I was like, we can do part 2, 3, part. This can be.
I think.
Yeah, and I think next time, I think you should be here physically.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to make it to where.
So we got to go out. Yeah.
So we gotta make it to where all of us are sitting and talking.
We're gonna do it.
But girl, you know I adore you. I appreciate you for talking to us today. You definitely have been honest and raw, and we appreciate
Candid,
that.
Upfront.
We appreciate that.
And it flowed like if you were nervous, it sounded like you know what you're doing.
We already had a conversation earlier. I told a girl, let them have it. Tell them what the people need to hear. So I will text you later. Have a great.
I enjoyed it. I loved it.
Of course.
We loved you being here, and thank you for that story. Man.
All right, girl. I'm gonna hit you up later.
Okay.
All right. Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Do anybody got something to say on YouTube?
Because she can see you guys. She was also on YouTube.
That was.
Listen.
You know I don't script stuff, so y'all know me. Y'all know.
I told her. I said let them have it.
I don't do that. So.
But dads, we definitely. I need y'all to say something. She asked y'all.
Oh, they feeling it for sure. They feeling that. Trust me, they feeling that for sure. Yeah, fellas. Say something, man. If you heard something, just comment on that. Just kind of get a little conversation started because she's gonna be back on. I know we're gonna do this Monday. I already know. So I'm telling y'all, we're gonna do this Monday. So it's gonna be the 3 of us, if her schedule permits. So we're gonna
make that happen.
Okay,
we're gonna make it
happen.
happen.
I don't know that. So.
Yeah, girl, we're gonna make that happen.
Yeah, that's a lot, man.
Yeah,
I had some more questions, and but the time it get a little lengthy because we could have been doing this for a couple of hours.
Monday,
it is what I do for sure. So.
We'll come back Monday, part 2. We lost Instagram because
it's because it is what it is, y'all.
We dance about it now. We just
it's like
we expected.
So you keep buying equipment, you keep doing the right thing, you keep doing this, you keep doing that. And y'all notice the camera ain't messing up. Watch this, y'all. Watch. See what I'm saying?
We Houdinis in here.
Look, y'all know we couldn't do that. We couldn't do it. Like that camera was crazy. Now we keep elevating, we keep growing, and the more we grow, then it's just another hurdle. So
that's okay.
Like we got to do what we got to do.
I hope everybody's being safe. And times have gotten.
It's still y'all. It's still Corona, y'all. It's still out there now. Like for real, it's still out there.
Yes.
Y'all. Let's be cool. Still, be careful. Just be common sense. It ain't educated. It ain't academic. Just old school. Don't let nobody be sneezing and coughing around you, spitting on you. Just hey, man, back up. You know what I mean? You ain't got to touch everybody.
Yeah.
Right, you ain't got to
elbow,
right.
dap.
That's it.
Head nods. What's up?
And if you can get some alcohol is like gold. It's like platinum right now.
I have a guy friend. We were all chilling. He came downstairs. He said, I bet you can't get this. Bet you can't get this. And he had 91 alcohol. He said, you know how much it costs. So I was just like, look, y'all, please be careful. It's a high commodity.
Hey, I've been blessed. And I ain't gonna call his name because he don't want me to. He take care of me. I got to have some alcohol. I've been a germaphobe since '92, so I've been doing this. Like this for me. This is alcohol in all our cars, all around the house, everywhere I go. Trust me, it's some alcohol, disinfectant in it, not antiseptic because that don't kill germs. It retards the spread. Okay, I use disinfectant.
In what?
It retards. So what it does is it'll keep it here.
Gotcha.
So it won't spread to that.
I was like, what are you talking
Disinfect it, kills it. It'll retard it.
Also, people, let's just have a little session here. If you're wearing gloves,
yes, they contaminated. Stop doing
dog.
Okay, wait.
Just know that when I see you, I'm calling you all types of fools. Okay. So listen, sorry, I was a little passionate.
Go in your.
Oh,
wow. Look at that! Wow. Check it out. See how that works. So anyway, stop. Don't do it. Let it go. Don't do it. Let it go. So listen, y'all.
Okay. Oh God.
I want you to just go, because see what's happening is the people that's on live, somebody's going to watch this. I want you to take your hand, get some dishwashing liquid, just fill your sink in the kitchen up with suds. Dip your whole hand, submerge it in the suds, and just go to your kitchen and touch everything. Everything that you touch that got suds on it is contaminated. When you're wearing gloves, the gloves are contaminated. They saturated with bacteria and they infested. So you can't use the gloves in the house. When you come out the car, you take the gloves off or get a fresh pair of gloves. When you go to the grocery store, my brothers and sisters at Publix and at Kroger's, sometimes they're challenged as far as disinfecting is concerned. Look at their gloves. They're super dirty. They grabbing those skids that come in off a truck, the 18-wheeler truck that comes from the factory. Everybody's handling these things, so it can be contaminated. Because if that stuff coming from China or coming from the Philippines or coming from Australia, wherever it is, you got to be careful. Wipe that stuff down. Those bags that you put the stuff in, either soak them in some bleach, dry them out, or get rid of them, because you're just going to further contaminate it when you put something and reuse those bags. So be careful. That's the germaphobe section, y'all. That's it.
And I grew up with it.
Oh, and it's real now.
So
see,
you know me
now. Yeah.
People have gotten in my car and it's like, what is this? I'm like, all right, cool. You're in a category now. It's real. But yeah,
it's real.
Boom.
Okay, that's you. So it's official, y'all.
It was meant.
We got her.
Part
we got
2.
Y'all, she typed it out, y'all. She said she gonna be
your word is bond,
next Monday.
sis.
So if y'all watching this video and y'all didn't catch it live, go back to the comment section. And Miss Sharia, she gonna come back with us Monday.
Yes.
So we got a location. We gonna be there. We gonna do our thing.
We're gonna have a good time, y'all.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, y'all. It's hump day.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for joining us.
Let's wrap it
Today
up.
was
Sharia,
Sharia,
Sharia just put us on blast. She just put us on fire. So we're gonna end that on that one, all right?
Yeah, girl.
All right. So thanks, Miss Sharia. We want you to take this. We want you to test this. We want you to try this. Take it to the barbershop or take it to the hair salon. Take it to the job or take it to the church. Remember, you don't have to like it, believe it, or understand it. Sometimes you just have to respect it. This is the Clipper Dome Chronicles. Thank you.